It's on cold, right?
I'm talking about this.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me well, yeah, you probably can though. Mom, you just let the chicken. How do we do that?
Y'all destroy everything.
Just like how we're going to destroy that cheese thing. Y'all need to start running this? I took mine. I think that's the course I'm going to do this.
You got your boots down? Nah. I got some different shoes that didn't have the boots. They're the ones that I considered didn't have the size.
Well, no, those chicken fingers. Alright, did you, my chicken. Oh, Mom said she wants you to put my mac and cheese in there for me. I'll make it for me. Do the mac and cheese on there. She's not allowed to touch mac and cheese. You know, I still can. Like, after, like, a few minutes, you know, I use mac and cheese in there now. He doesn't, sir. But we need to stove the mac and cheese. What was you on the stove? When I was making noodles, breakfast, I told you to do everything. He was just like, okay. I know I'm doing what the boss is supposed to do. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Alright.
What?
You want the macaroni?
Yeah. Yum.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cowboys.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the
to me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Toss left to Elliott. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Panthers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66. 98,
let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step away. Alabama.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Jason Myers.
This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina, and even 40 yards. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Dallas.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers, nothing.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep in the direction of... That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Panthers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Brady. And the throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Alabama.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Brady's
a good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Pickup of 13 yards. It's now
they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mine's 54.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down now, it's Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And
they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tanner Muse with it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Panthers. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Panthers 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
5-yard pickup. It's now
out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here.
25-yard attempt.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
35-yard line.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 24 all. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And it's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Cowboys 24.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Another carry tonight for the workhorse in the win. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Check nickel. 450.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Wait, that. Ready? Check 55, come on. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it regular. 55. Too little, cut. 55. You remember me. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check it, reload. 56.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
I can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 65 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Panthers 41, Cowboys 31.
Joey Slye out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. the counter. Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Elliott. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 5. First down, Dallas.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete to Dalton.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Myers able to knock it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And again, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. That's the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Yeah.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
It's a loss of a yard.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball,
The manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Raekwon McMillan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Brown in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Third and long.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On play action, now Brady. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady to throw. And got his man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On first down, it's Elliott, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? but I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. They start on the ground with Elliott. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
To Amari Cooper. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
A 41-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Dallas, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.